Jumping in on Manx Radio.
With Howard and Chris Kane.
Hello.
No.
Oh?
Oh, oh, no, no.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. It's Christmas.
Why don't you swing them jingles, son? Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride an open horse sleigh, yeah. Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. What's the matter with him? Them jingle bells got him. They're jingling all the way. Look at that. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Look at that. Jingle, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Aha! Read it on out. Give him another half pint, yeah. Ah, now come on with the yard dog. Yeah, that's it. That's the yard dog barking out there. Even the yard dog is swinging them bells. Oh, give it hell! Oh, jingle bells! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Oh, swing 'em, jingle bells! Oh, mercy! One more of them jingles. Yes, yes, yes. Swing it, hell! Beat it, hell! Yeah!
That's right, you play them jingle bells. Fat Swallow, one of the most infectious men on the planet.
Never
it
trust
must
a drop.
be said. And here we are at the Jumpin' In All the Jazz Cane Boys Christmas special, a tradition kept, and we'll raise a glass in a minute to the memory of dear old Dad. Jim always was a favourite for the Christmas party, and I'm sure you're having some great Christmas parties yourself out there.
Sincerely hope so. Sherry or ginger wine?
Yes, please.
All right, okay.
Thank you.
Small sherry then. And yes, it is indeed. It's that time. Lord only knows how many of these we must have done over the years. Cane Christmas special, which means that there is sherry.
Good.
Sherry, hula hoops, ginger wine, satsumas, and sadly, I haven't actually got any mince pies. I had to bring some Labour cookies.
What?
I know.
And I haven't brought I didn't bring a bagpipe this year either, but
No, I wouldn't have
never
that.
mind. Never mind. But I brought something else for New Year's Eve preparation. In the interim, if you've been following the weather, you probably know that there's roughly a 14% chance that we might have some snow. So a winter wonderland then.
14.
Sorry, just munching a hula hoop there. The unmistakable sound of Wynton Marsalis in a winter wonderland. Great stuff indeed. Now, several great jazzers at this time of year over the years have made every effort to put out at least one Christmas tune, if not a whole record full of them. But a man that maybe, unfortunately, I'm not going to see. You have seen him, H, haven't you, I think?
Keith Jarrett.
Keith Jarrett.
Marvellous. Very sadly, we read this only very recently in the New York Times, that he's not been well. I mean, the Great Standards Trio, which had him and Gary Peacock on bass, Jack Tittin out on the drums. Jack's still going strong. Gary, sadly, we lost this year at the age of, I think, 78 or 80 or thereabouts. Fantastic bass player. Keith is still around, but sadly suffered, again, a mini stroke a year or two back, and so, rather like Oscar before him, I think, says he doesn't think he'll be able to play again. There's a huge recorded legacy, which is I suppose, the good news if you've never seen Keith. I did have the great pleasure, once and once only, and it was in the mid-1980s. I was a student. I had no money, so it was in the festival hall, and I had the cheapest seat in the house, which was about 2.3 miles away from the stage. So, but they were there.
You got to see him, which I didn't.
We
So
did get to see him.
Don't rub it in.
Which was rather
Let's
lovely.
just hear him. An unlikely Christmas entry.
It is rather unlikely, yes. It was only from a year or so back, after the fall. A lovely one, 2018 on ECM, and yeah, here he was. It was exactly what might happen if you get a white Christmas. Santa Claus might come to town. Ah, I bet you've never heard Santa Claus is Coming to Town played like that before. No wonder there was applause.
Well, I have actually.
Oh, go on.
Well, I've got the same album, haven't I? So it's,
Yeah, fair enough.
quite like it. I've got another very good one, a version of that too, which I was going to fit in, but Keith got in first. But maybe it's time for a carol, and from another unlikely direction. Once known in the back in the heady days of the 70s jazz rock as the fleetest-fingered guitarist on the planet, Al Di Meola. Still going strong, still releasing lots of albums.
He is.
Very laid back, very quiet, and very acoustic. And I have to say, rather nice. Here's Carol of the Bells. quiet, reserved, and very nice, I think, actually. Al Di Meola still definitely got it. less bombastic than earlier youthful
you'd never
years.
guess, would you? Yeah, age. There, see, age is getting on a bit. Well, you must be getting on a wee bit, aren't we all?
Yeah, we're all getting on a little bit.
Yeah, particularly when you get to this time of the year. Think another year gone, another Christmas. Where did the time go?
Well, we know where this year went, don't we? And the less said about that, the better. But one thing that I am aware of, that even if we don't see much in terms of the white stuff, baby, it's cold outside.
I really can't stay.
But baby, it's cold outside.
I've got to go away.
But baby, it's cold outside.
This evening has been
Hoping that you
so
drop in.
very nice.
I'll hold your hands, they're just like
My
ice.
mother will start to worry.
Beautiful, what's your
And
hurry?
father will be pacing the floor.
Listen to the fireplace roar.
So really I'd better scurry.
Beautiful, please don't
Well,
hurry.
maybe just a half a drink more.
Put some records on while I
The
pour.
neighbors might think.
But baby, it's bad out there.
Say, what's in this drink?
No cabs to be had out there.
I wish I knew how.
Your eyes are like starlight
to break
now.
the spell.
I'll take your hat, your hair looks
I
swell.
ought to say no, no,
Mind
no,
if
sir.
I'm moving closer?
At least I'm gonna say that I tried.
What's the sense of hurting my pride?
I really can't stay.
Oh, baby, don't hold out, baby.
But it's cold outside. I simply must go.
But baby, it's cold outside.
The answer is no.
But baby, it's cold outside.
The welcome has been
How lucky that you
so
dropped in.
nice and warm.
Look out that window at that star.
My sister will be suspicious.
Gosh, your lips look delicious.
My brother will be there at the door.
Waves upon the tropical shore.
My maiden aunt's mind is vicious.
Gosh, your lips are delicious.
Well, maybe just a cigarette more.
Never such a blizzard before.
I've got to get home.
But baby, you'd freeze out there.
Say, lend me a comb.
It's up to your knees out there.
You've really been great.
I thrill when you touch
but
my hand.
don't you see?
How can you do this thing to me?
There's bound to be talk tomorrow.
Think of my lifelong
At least
sorrow.
there will be plenty implied.
If you caught pneumonia and
I really can't stay.
Get over that old doubt.
But it's cold outside.
Where could you be going when the wind is blowing and it's cold outside?
Baby, it's cold, cold outside.
Oh, yes. Well, it has been sort of wet outside, really. It might be cold outside.
It's
round
getting
Christmas.
colder
It's been
outside.
getting colder. So far this year, it's been sort of wet outside mostly. And yes, cold outside. It gets cooler, but it could just be me getting old. I don't think we have as many sort of cool, frosty days as we did when I was a kid.
No, but then again, you didn't used to wear your muffler when you were a kid, did you, to be fair?
Yeah, that's true. Well, I enjoy a good muffler, as they say. It is the Cane Christmas party, one way or another. We do have, there's a bit more sherry there. Do you want some ginger wine? There's some homemade
I
ginger
know,
wine.
I've tried ginger wine, but on to the mini cheddars now.
That's
Right, thank you.
homemade special like for Christmas. Very good. There's some more munchies and there's a bit of fruit there as well. Oh, and some Labour cooking. We've gone very continental this year, chiefly because I forgot to defrost the pastry in time to make the mince pies. But there we go. Such is life. Speaking of life, it's all about Christmas, and it's all about, of course, a child being born. Lovely, very nice. That very mellow. A child is born, and you may or may not have guessed that was Thad Jones and Mel Lewis from an album that's quite lively. The rest of it, it's a very laid back one, quite right for this time of year, for Christmas and snow and sherry and hula hoops.
And maybe even a snowman, according to Roy Hargrove and Christian McBride.
Very nice indeed. A bit of Roy Hargrove, was it?
Roy Hargrove.
Good old Frosty.
Mr. Christian McBride at the bass. Fantastic stuff. Do you know...
he's a character.
We've had some good Christmas stuff already. We've had Fats Waller, we've had Ella Fitzgerald, Louis Jordan, Roy Hargrove, Aldo Meola. And who else? We had Keith Jarrett. I mean, could you possibly ask for more? Well,
you could do.
Maybe you could. Let's be frank for a moment, shall we?
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you'll really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
He doesn't care if it's 10 below. He's sitting by the fire's cozy glow. He don't care about the cold and the winds that blow. He just says, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Let it snow.
Ooh-wee goes the storm. Why should he worry when he's nice and warm? His gal by his side and the lights turn low. He just says, let it snow, let it snow. I don't care.
The weather outside is frightful, but that fire is delightful. Since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought lots of corn for popping. The lights are way down low, so let it snow, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally say goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you'll only hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbye. Long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Ah, you can't beat a bit of Frank, you know.
Old Blue Eyes himself. Indeed, indeed. Tell you one thing that we haven't had, though, despite having all these wonderful panoply of stars. Yeah. Christmas is always good for kings, isn't it? Do we do that one about the 4 kings?
3 kings?
No, not really. Count them. There's 4.
Right? 1, 2, 3.
Hey, this is Tony the Tiger. Nice to finally meet the guys at Manx Radio. They're great!
told you there was 4.
Yeah, you're right. Sounds like that last note, doesn't it, when she does the glockenspiel and the piano together? It sounds a little bit like that sort of notification message when you get something coming through in your computer, doesn't it? Bing!
Yes, of course we heard with One King by himself, first Good King Wenceslas from Stan Kenton and his orchestra, followed by the late, great Jerry Allen with a really touching rendition of We Three Kings.
She went too soon, and I tell you what, that's one of the more imaginative, definitely is one of the more imaginative Christmas albums, that one.
It is, very much. And speaking of, now you've had a little dabble in not so much the occult, but a bit of ghost hunting this year, and
I have.
should you decide to winter out with a staycation up at the wonderful Milntown, then perhaps, whilst we haven't got a bagpiper, you could always have New Year's Eve in a haunted house.
I tell you what, if you didn't hear that TMG program earlier in the year, it was incredible, you're saying about haunted. I've never seen a ghost, and I still haven't, but I think I might have heard one now, because the footsteps we recorded upstairs at 3:30 in the morning in Milltown, when Chris Sully and I were downstairs and the doors were all locked, and it was, like I said, 3:30 or thereabouts, and there's clear footsteps walking close to one of the mics we left live recording. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. There you go.
The other night, I'll be honest, I heard an army marching followed by a large cannonade of cannon going off, and then a load of charging horses and wild animals making screaming noises. But
Life Brigade.
No. It was truffle brie and mince pies, I think was probably what it was. Tell you who you haven't had though. Touch of old Satchelmouth.
He's got to be there somewhere.
Is that you, Santa Claus?
Yeah.
Is that you, Santa Claus? Gifts I'm preparing for some Christmas sharing, but I pause because hang in my stocking, I can hear a knocking. Is that you, Santa Claus? Sure is dark out, ain't the slightest spark out upon my clacking jaw. Who's there? Who is it? Stopping for a visit? Is that you, Santa Claus? Are you bringing a present for me? Something pleasantly pleasant for me. That is just what I've been waiting for. Would you mind slipping it under the door? Cold winds are howling, Or could that be growling? My legs feel like straws. Yeah, my, oh me, my. Kindly will you reply? Is that you, Santa Claus? Yes, hang in the stocking, I can hear a knocking. Is that you, Santa Claus? You stopping for a visit? Is that you, Santa Claus? Oh, there, Santa, you gave me a scare. Now stop teasing, 'cause I know you're there. We don't believe in no goblins today, but I can't explain why I'm shaking that way. Then I can see old Santa in the keyhole. I'll get to the cause. One beacon, I'll try there. Oh, there's an eye there. Is that you, Santa Claus? Please, I pity my knees. Say that's you, Santa Claus. That's him, all right.
It's him. It's him.
It's definitely him. It's Louis. I'm absolutely sure of that. Like Fats Waller at the beginning of the programme, another man that can't help but leave you with a smile on your face.
And you're right, satchel mouth. That's where he got it from. Satchmo, satchel mouth, because he had a big mouth.
Yeah, well, there we are. So, plenty of things we could call you then.
I'm not going there.
It's always around mouths, I'm afraid. And now, of course, it's going to be a little bit different this year. Maybe you've got everybody home, and I hope that is the case, safe and sound for a family Christmas. But a lot of people aren't going to make it, but, you know, I'm going home for Christmas.
Good. There we go. Could be straight out of Sweet and Swing, that one.
Sidney Lipton and
Sidney
his
Lipton
orchestra.
And his orchestra.
Not a
Classic one,
name
isn't it?
bandied around that often today.
No, well, that's Sweet and Swing for you. See, it's there's so many of these great band leaders, and you hardly hear them.
You know, actually, you can dig through some of those records and you find tracks that bring an absolute smile to your face, as well as some really hot, like the Philadelphia the Philharmonic sessions. Absolutely great blowing, and some of them were quite long, weren't they? They filled an entire side of a record.
All right, it's almost time to go. Another glass of sherry?
Another glass of sherry, I won't say no. And by the by, don't remember, normal service, or as near as normal as we ever get, will be resumed.
Records of the Year.
Records of the Year, Part 1. We might have a couple of goes at that, see what we can do. In the meantime,
have a happy Christmas.
And a Merry New Year, and it wouldn't be Christmas without Bing. Bye for now.
Bing sings.
And the Andrews Sisters.
Cheerio!
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. What fun to ride and sing in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. Oh, what fun to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, we have a lot of fun. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.